Hey guys, this is Justin.
And Joy. Welcome back to our channel, Real, Raw, and Uncut.
And so today, guys, we want to be real and raw and definitely uncut. Joy and I recently tested positive for COVID. We wanted to share this video and really just share our experience with you guys on, how we've gone through COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And, we've obviously this year, 2020, has been a year like no other. COVID-19 has really spread across the world and has really scared a lot of people.
Right.
And what we wanted to do in this video is just share, our experience, symptoms, and really just encourage those that are watching, about COVID-19. Joy, do you want to share a little bit about your experience with COVID?
Yeah, sure. So we started having symptoms of like a scratchy throat, and I knew something was not up. We were out and about, but we wear our masks. We're safe. We're not just walking around, going into stores, touching things without our masks. And just woke up on a Saturday with a scratchy throat. Then for the last week, it was different kind of things that were coming up. I had a pounding headache for like 4 or 5 days, I would say. I was taking Tylenol. I would take NyQuil. But the headache just wouldn't go away, which is like a pounding headache for a couple days. And then after that finally stopped for me, then it was, I lost my sense of taste and smell. And I think that's the hardest part for some people because, it's like you don't even want to eat because you can't taste anything. So you think, well, and you don't feel hungry, but you have to eat. So I was like forcing myself to eat, but you don't taste anything. So it's very boring.
And for me, last week, I just started to have just a stuffy nose, a dry cough here and there, nothing major. And my wife's friend Missy is a nurse.
Amazing nurse, and
an amazing friend.
Yes.
And what she said was, hey, you should go get tested. It doesn't hurt to get tested. And it's good to get tested just to, just to make sure and protect yourself and others. And so I think it was last week where she did say this. She said, Justin, if you lose your taste and your smell, that's a sign of COVID. And I didn't really know. I've heard some of the signs and symptoms that other people have had. So I think it was last Thursday or Friday, I lost my sense of smell and taste. So I went and got tested. It took like 48 hours for the test to come back. I called probably at least 15 times because they kept saying, call tomorrow, call at 4, call at 2, this, that, and the other. And finally they called me and they said that you did test positive. And by the time I found out that I actually tested positive, my symptoms were almost pretty much already gone. They were very, very mild and weren't as bad as I've heard. I know that this virus.
Mind you, we're in our late 30s. We are younger. We don't have any health issues or health problems. Keep that in mind. This is just our own personal experience going through it. Doesn't mean it's the same for all people.
Right, it's not. We actually know a lot of people right now who tested or have tested positive, and I think it's spreading more and more, and I think we were told that it would, in the fall and in the winter. But, we wanted to share this with you because, this is a real virus, and, even though, we always believed it was real, I've heard it affect different people, right? Different people had mild symptoms, and some people have passed away. I mean, I heard of 2 people that have passed away just in the last week, and so it definitely has affected people in a different way. And so, if you've, lost a loved one, we're definitely praying for you and your family. For those that are currently, with this virus right now, we've been praying for people that have the virus. But we want to also encourage you guys to not walk around in fear. I know there's a lot of people who are fearful of this virus.
And let me just go interject real quick. I will say as a mother, you think, oh my gosh, my kids are going to get it. Are they going to have symptoms? And so I was daily watching them and asking them. And I have 3 kids at home, teenagers and a 7-year-old, and none of them had any symptoms.
Right.
All of them are healthy and fine. Again, this is our experience with our children, and thankfully none of them contracted it. And they were around us. They were still staying distant, but obviously my 7-year-old wasn't that distant because he still needs us to help him do things. So we were, careful with them, but they also, just out of our experience, our kids did not get sick or have symptoms.
And so, that's our dog in the background.
Sorry, that's Luna. She's
if you hear
our
her,
watchdog.
Hear her bark. That's just her always looking out the window. But with the virus, and we're in quarantine right now. By the time this video comes out, we would have already been past the virus and the quarantine. But, we want to just encourage you guys to continue to stay safe, protect yourself, definitely take the measures necessary to, try to avoid, coming in contact with people that have the virus. However, we also know that this time of year we have flu, we have cold, we have other viruses that go around. And, again, unfortunately, some people are affected by this more than others. And it's very unfortunate. We don't want to downplay this virus, but we also want to encourage you not to walk around in fear. And if you were to get this virus, rest. I think rest has been important.
Yeah, let it play its course. Rest. Reading something uplifting. I watched a ton of Christmas movies already.
Too many Christmas movies.
And resting, but just know that. I don't know. This is my thought in my head was that, even as a believer, right? You think, oh, sickness is not going to come against me, and you try to rebuke and say all these different great prayers and things, but the reality is, it is out there. You may get it, and it's what are you doing while you have it, or while you're quarantined? I think it's the biggest thing is what are you doing during that time.
And for me, it was hard. Being as active as I am in work. I literally just have rested and haven't done anything, but yet it's given me so much. I feel like rejuvenated.
It's like a forced vacation.
I feel excited and I feel ready to get back at it, and really, but also encourage people, through our process and through this experience that, just to, again, be cautious. And if you already get COVID, just be safe, quarantine, rest.
Another thing is, as a woman, as a mom, your kids, if you have teenage kids, they're going to be cautious. The school, the media, everybody tells them to stay safe, stay 6 feet, and so if you have teenagers, that are at home, they may, stay away from you and don't take it personal. They're just being cautious. And I realized that personally on my own. My kids were like, oh, we don't want to, so they would be literally 6 feet from us, and we're in another room to eat dinner.
Right.
And I couldn't take that personal. They were just being safe and cautious on what they're being told, even at school, is telling them, or what the media is telling them too. So they're honoring that as well. And so we, as parents, you have to take that consideration that that's nothing personal and that they are just being cautious. We appreciate that, with them. But it was a hard thing, I think, for me. For a couple of days, I was like, well, I'm used to kissing and hugging you, but I had to get over that. So. Yeah.
And so with that said, guys, we just wanted to shoot this quick video for you to just let you know, right? Again, real, raw, and uncut. This is who we are. We, we're no different than, any of you. But this is really just our YouTube channel to share our stories with you, share our experiences with you. And so reach out to us. You can reach us via email, which is justinandjoyford@gmail.com. Or you can find us on Instagram, Justin and Joy Ford.
And now I want to leave you with a Bible verse, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He'll direct your paths. So guys, we're super excited to have video number 2 with you guys now. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and then the little bell so that you can get all of the notifications on our latest videos. And we really appreciate you guys following us and watching.
Yes.
All right, guys. God bless you. Have a good one.